While the health care bill is being considered by Congress, local disability rights advocates are taking action. They're calling on President Trump to support the Disability Integration Act, and they're calling for people with disabilities to have a voice in the health care reform debate. One of those advocates who recently traveled to Washington is Erica Jones of the Center for Disability Rights. She joined a demonstration outside the White House, which led to more than 80 arrests. That's according to the disability rights group ADAPT. Erica joins us in the studio to share more. And welcome back to the show. It's great to have you here.
Thanks for having me.
So just to begin, I want to have you break down the Disability Integration Act. It was introduced by Senator Chuck Schumer. At its core, what is it? What could it do?
Just to put it very, very simply, it's giving people with disabilities the right to live in the community instead of being forced to live in nursing facilities and institutions where they don't want to live. They want to live with their families.
Under what circumstances would individuals with disabilities be forced to be removed from the community and put in these types of environments?
So sometimes if you don't have the services and supports that you need in the community, you are considered at risk. And once you get to that point, then insurance companies and doctors can come in and say, well, we really think it would be better in your best benefit to go and live at this institution where you have around-the-clock care.
Got it. Well, I want to talk about this because I reached out to Congressman Tom Reed's office to get his perspective on the bill and whether or not he supports it. And I did receive an official statement from his office. And it is, Congressman Reed will continue to look into the details of this bill as it progresses through the legislative process. We are committed to working with and advancing legislation to benefit the disability community. We will continue to make sure that we take care of those who need it most. That's from Samantha Cotton, Communications Director for Congressman Reed. Have you been able to get equal representation and buy-in from elected officials on both sides of the aisle? How is that going with this?
You know, yeah, actually, it was very surprising. We have had support on both sides. In the House, the bill is being led by a Republican. Previously, it was led by a Republican, and we do have quite a bit of Democratic support as well on the Senate and the House. So it's really exciting. This truly is bipartisan.
So for those who oppose this legislation, what specifically do they oppose?
Their number one concern, their first question is, what is the cost of all of this? When in reality, it's no added cost.
And the costs are coming from?
So, for example, in our state, if it's $100,000 to rent a nursing facility, it'll be about $30,000 or $40,000 for that same person to live in the community. So it is an extreme savings, and that's what we've been telling people is it's no added cost, and you're saving your state's money. There's no reason not to do this.
Well, you returned from Washington, D.C. earlier this month after demonstrating in front of the White House. You called on President Trump to support this legislation. This was organized by the disability rights group ADAPT, and they said that there were 300 demonstrators and 80 arrests by the U.S. Park Police, and they were immediately released and given fines. Did the demonstrators, did ADAPT ever hear from the president in response to this? Anyone from his office to give a vocal commitment to the cause or to set up a meeting?
As far as I know, we haven't heard any kind of response. But we would like to work with them on this. We would like to hear that they support it and ask questions, because that's the best thing they can do.
I know ADAPT mentioned that they would like the president's daughter, Ivanka Trump, to be an ambassador to the disability community. Why Ivanka Trump in particular?
So Ivanka Trump is really important because she has come out for women's issues, women's rights, but she has not come out for disabled women's rights. And that is a big distinction. We have different needs, and if she were to just simply include us in that coverall statement of women's rights in general, then that would be huge for us.
Well, I'm curious as to where the Disability Integration Act stands right now. I understand as of early April, it was signed to a congressional committee. How likely is it, in your opinion, based on what you know, that we'll see some movement relatively soon?
Honestly, I think it's going great. I really do. We just recently had it introduced in the House by Sensenbrenner, and so we've got both going. We've got more co-sponsors just in the past couple of weeks. So I think it's going really great. I'm really confident that it's going to go through.
Well, Erica Jones, Systems Advocate for the Center for Disability Rights, thank you for your time today. To learn more about the advocacy work of CDR based here in Rochester or for services and support, go to cdrnys.org.